What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your lack of focus, not your past, not your circumstances, not even your failures, just your inability to lock in and execute. Everybody talks about dreams. Everybody talks about goals. Everybody says they want success, but very few people actually focus and execute. Because focusing is hard. It means saying no to distractions. It means cutting off comfort. It means sacrificing things you enjoy for something that matters more. And execution is even harder because execution means action. Execution means discipline. Execution means showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Let's be real. Most people don't fail because they're not talented. They fail because they're distracted, scrolling, overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And what you do right now determines everything. You say you want success, then why are you wasting hours on things that don't matter? Why are you giving your energy to things that don't move your life forward? Focus is a decision. It's waking up and saying, today I'm not chasing comfort, I'm chasing progress. It's sitting down when your mind wants to wander and forcing it back to the mission again and again and again. That's focus. But focus without executions is useless. You can plan all day. You can think all night. You can dream for years. But if you don't move, nothing changes. Execution is where winners separate themselves. It's doing the work when nobody is watching. It's staying consistent. When nobody is clapping, it's pushing forward, even when results are slow. Because real success, it's boring, it's repetitive, it's uncomfortable, it's discipline every single day. Listen carefully. You don't need more motivation. You need more action. You don't need another video. You don't need another plan. You need to execute. Start messy. Start tired. Start unprepared. But start. Because every second you wait, someone else is working. Someone else is improving. Someone else is getting closer. And you're still thinking. The truth is, your future doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care how hard your life is. It doesn't care how tired you feel. It only responds to what you do. Execution is the language of success, not ideas, not intentions, not excuses. Action. So what does execution look like? It looks like waking up early. When you want to sleep in, it looks like working. When you'd rather relax, it looks like staying focused. When distractions are everywhere, it looks like doing what's required, not what's easy. And here's the part nobody tells you. You won't feel ready. You won't feel confident. You won't feel motivated every day. But you don't need to feel ready. You just need to move. Because confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Every time you execute, you build momentum. Every time you stay focused, you build discipline. And discipline, that's your superpower. Because when motivation disappears, discipline remains. Think about the person you want to become. The successful version of you, the focused version, the unstoppable version. That person doesn't wait. That person doesn't complain. That person doesn't make excuses. That person executes every single day. So ask yourself, are you serious about your goals? Or are you just interested? Because interested people make excuses. Committed people execute. This is your moment. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, lock in, cut the distractions, silence the noise, focus on what matters, and execute like your life depends on it. Because one day, it will. Years from now, you will either look back and say, I gave it everything I had, or I wish I had started sooner. Don't be the person who regrets. Be the person who acted. Be the person who focused. Be the person who executed. Let me tell you something most people don't understand. Focus isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things over and over again until they compound into something unstoppable. Because success is not one big moment. It's thousands of small actions done consistently when nobody is watching. Right now, you're closer than you think, but you're also one distraction away from staying exactly where you are. One lazy decision. One, "I'll do it later." One moment of weakness. That's all it takes to delay your entire future. So what do? You become obsessed, not with results, but with the process. You fall in love with showing up. You fall in love with doing the work. You fall in love with the grind. Because when you master the process, results become inevitable. Look around you. Everything competing for your attention was designed to keep you distracted. Your phone, social media, endless entertainment, it's all fighting for your focus. Because your focus is valuable. And if you don't control it, something else will. So take it back. Take control of your mind. Stop letting distractions decide your future. Because every time you lose focus, you lose progress. And progress, that's everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step. Execution is not about perfection. It's about movement. Forward. Every single day. Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. But most days you'll feel tired, unmotivated, doubtful. And those are the days that matter the most, because that's where discipline is built. Anyone can work when they feel good, but winners, they work when they feel like quitting. They work when it's hard. They work when it's boring. They work when nobody cares. That's execution. You keep waiting for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. It fades when things get difficult. But discipline stays. Discipline shows up every day, no matter how you feel. So stop asking, "How do I stay motivated?" Start asking, "How do I stay consistent?" Because consistency beats motivation every single time. And let's talk about excuses, because they're killing your potential. "I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow." No, you're making a choice to stay comfortable, a choice to stay average, a choice to delay your success. But here's the truth. Every excuse has a cost, and that cost is your future. Imagine where you could be if you just stayed focused for the next 6 months. No distractions, no excuses, just pure execution. How much stronger would you be? How much smarter? How much closer to your goals? Now imagine the opposite. 6 more months of distractions. 6 more months of procrastination. 6 more months of "I'll start later." Where does that lead you? Exactly. The difference between those two futures is what you decide to do today. You don't need a new plan. You don't need more information. You don't need to wait. You already know what to do. You just need to execute. Wake up. Do the work. Stay focused. Repeat. That's it. No secrets, no shortcuts, no magic, just discipline. And here's something powerful. When you start executing consistently, people will notice. Not at first. At first, nobody cares. At first, nobody sees the effort. But over time, your results will speak. And suddenly, the same people who ignored you will ask you how you did it. And you'll know the answer. Focus and execution. You stayed locked in when others got distracted. You kept working when others quit. You stayed consistent when others gave up. That's what builds greatness. Not talent, not luck, but relentless execution. So from this moment forward, make a decision. A real decision. Not just words, not just thoughts. A commitment. Commit to your goals. Commit to your growth. Commit to becoming someone who doesn't just talk, but does. Because at the end of the day, your life is a reflection of your actions, not your intentions, not your dreams, your actions. So if you want a better life, you need better actions. More focus, more execution, more discipline. No more wasting time. No more waiting. No more excuses. This is your turning point. Right here, right now. Lock in. Block out the noise, eliminate distractions, and go all in. Because your future is watching. Your future self is depending on you. Don't let them down. One day, you'll wake up and realize this was the moment everything changed. Not because you felt ready, but because you finally decided to focus and execute. Subscribe for new videos every day.